on, it's Montez.com. Thank you so much for tuning in. It means so much. Of course, we got those 3 things we need you to do. We need you to click that bell for notifications because I go live quite often, and also I have lots of uploads. If you don't click that bell, you're not going to get the notification. I need you to comment on this video. If you're watching this video and you like something on this video, comment about it. Leave it in the comment box below so I can know what you think about the content I'm pressing out. Also, I need you to share this content. Very important. If you're sharing, it's caring. And I need you to care. Check it out. I've got a Facebook. All you gotta do is type in my name, and that's probably the best way you're going to get a hold of me. I'm very active on Facebook. You can also follow me on Twitter. I'm pretty active on that. If you tweet me, I tweet back. That's just how it works. I'm pretty active on Twitter, and I enjoy using it very often. If you have not subscribed to the channel, itsmontez.com, go ahead, subscribe. That way you can get all the updates. Click the bell.
And then into your motor to cool it.
So it's all about. So this is the water pump itself.
Yeah, and your fan runs off of it. Oh, your serpentine belt runs all that stuff from the crank. That's your harmonic balancer. Remember they had that harmonic balancer puller in there?
What's that gauge on it for?
That's so you can get your timing right. If your motor's not in time, it won't run right. Alright, so we got...
Move the power steering, the alternator, and that... What's this pulley called again?
Power steering pulley and water pump pulley. Water pump fan pulley.
And then that bracket is just a bracket. That thing that holds it all together, I guess. Removed all that thus far. And we're trying to fix the intake gasket, or the head gasket. Inside 94 Chevy Silverado head gasket. We were looking a little while ago. It looked like it'd been replaced. Where's that blue at you showing me?
Right through there.
Yeah, you see it? There's that blue in there.
It looks just like this gasket we just put on your thermostat.
Yeah. So we're not sure if that's it. We'll find out when we get in there.
Water and shit coming out from like around the...
Yeah.
You see this? This is the head. This whole part. It goes from here to down here. And it runs all the way along the top. I want to take this off. I'm hoping I don't have to take that off. No, I have to take that off.
Can't have the tool on there. Or that pulley hanging on there. What is that? A mount bracket, really? Just a mount. Suspension. So it's 2 different pieces the engine is that comes apart. That
4 different pieces.
4.
One here, one on the other side, this top part, and then the block. 3 pieces on top and 1 big solid piece. Well, it's not solid, it's got holes and shit drilled for the cylinders and the pistons and it's got valves on top.
Removal of the valve cover of a 94 Chevy Silverado. The removal is being done by Corey Miller. You said this is, most times you don't see it on top, huh?
Usually the bolts go around the sides of some Chevy must have. I don't know. I don't know if they still do it like this in trucks or the older trucks. They go around the outside of the valve cover. Might have to get a valve cover gasket too.
Valve cover gasket? What's that?
The gasket that goes around the valve cover.
We're removing the pieces now, ladies and gentlemen. wedged in there.
Well, those are your valves. Get that son of a bitch out of there.
Into the valves we are. Boom.
I've ever got myself and both of them ready and their hair done and everything in 45 minutes.
I'll tell you what, you got good work ethic, really.
Now this is your valve cover. So what happens, man? You got these rocker arms. They suck oil up from the bottom of the motor, and these little holes squirt onto this valve cover, and it drips down on these valves. And these things move 100 miles. Remember, like I was telling you, the drive shaft?
Right.
When this thing's running, these things are pumping up and down, oil squirting out, but like I said, it looks like somebody's replaced all this before, because that gasket right there doesn't look like it's very old. You might be able to still use that.
And what we're looking for here is like abrasions on it, or like
No,
see like that.
This is alright. Backwards. That's just from where it ain't got no cuts or nothing in it. It should be alright.
So you would be looking for cuts for if it was messed up.
Or yeah, holes in it or cracks in it. This seems like it'll be alright. We probably use it.
Valve cover gasket. That's what it's called.
Yes.
Valve cover gasket 94 Chevy Silverado. Doesn't look like it has any abrasions. Ladies and gentlemen, we're removing the head bolts. You can see the bolts in there. They all need to be removed so we can pull the head off. What's that thing you're gonna pull out again, Cole?
The rocker arm?
The rocker arm. What's it?
There's 8 of them. It's it runs on the camshaft, and it pushes these up and down, the springs. And like I said, the oil runs through it and squirts out onto the valve cover, so it drips down and keeps everything lubricated. The cool thing about cars and guns is they all use their own recycled energy to make everything else work. Like guns.
You said there's 8 of the rocker arms?
Huh?
8 of those rocker arms?
There's 8 of them. But I just gotta take those off.
Self-lubricant.
I gotta move these to the side to get to that head bolt. But I'm gonna take all these off first before I need to take these off actually.
We are removing the exhaust manifold bolts. 1, 2, 3. There's one. So those have got to come out.
Yeah.
Most of the time they break, and ours haven't broke, so that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool and nifty. Awkward positions, huh?
That's the only bad part about working on shit. Just trying to get in the position
to get the daggone thing out. And we're gonna put another exhaust gasket on this because it didn't seem like they did it on this side. We go to the other side, ladies and gentlemen. You can see there on that exhaust gasket. Let me get down here and see if you see that. It's got a. It looks like they put a new one on there. As you can see, I'm trying to show you all. It's kind of bright out here. See that? There's that metal piece in between the two. There's been a new installation of it on there, on this one. But on this side, we didn't see it. So we will be installing a new one. There's your bolts right there. Come out really nice. So we got the head. Go ahead, tell them.
I got the exhaust manifold loose. I just need it out away from the head so we can get the head off. Alright, we'll have to mess with that and get the rest of these.
That is crazy. There's holes right inside there. That's where the fire comes out.
Yeah, that's where the exhaust. The smoke
From the engine.
The fire actually goes on in your cylinder heads. See the spark plug shoots there's holes underneath here. There's big holes with cylinders. And it shoots gas from these things into the cylinder. Then a spark comes in and ignites it, and it pushes the cylinders or the pistons down. And there's 8 of them. That's why it's called a V8. It's a V8 because the pistons sit in a V like that, and there's 8 of them. Bet you didn't know that, did you?
No, I didn't. That's why they called that a V8.
And a V6, like in that car, if it's a V6, it's just 2 less cylinders. It's only got 6 cylinders in a V shape.
Huh.
And a 4-cylinder, it'll have one. It's like having one side of this motor, but they all go straight up and down.
Hope you got that knowledge, ladies and gentlemen. That's why they call it a V8.
They used to have straight 8s, where we're just 8 cylinders straight in a row. They have straight 6s. They have slant 6s.
Slant 6s? I guess it's just slanted.
Yeah, it's like a straight 6, but it's all slanted to one side. The cylinders, instead of like a V, it's just like one side of a V.
Huh.
So that's why they call it slant 6. Dodge usually, I don't know if they're the only ones that make slant 6s, but I know they do make a slant 6.
We'll take the bottom head bolts. You've got to get these bottom ones off. You can see them there lined up, but that's after you get the exhaust manifold off. Sure, you're wondering where it's at. So here's the exhaust manifold right here. And it does have a crack on it, so I'm gonna need to get a you gotta be careful of your fans right there. Alright, and you can see the crack on it. It's got a few cracks on it, really. But this is the exhaust manifold. That's it. Come again?
That was the last head bolt.
And now we should be able to pull off the manifold. What's this called again?
The head.
Head. Where?
This is your head.
Is it like glued on there?
Well, it's probably got like silicone or something.
Moving the head right now. Pulling the head out of 94 Chevy Silverado. Got a lot of rust in there.
That's from your the stop leak you put in it. You can usually see where it's blown. See how this has got a clean seal right there?
Yeah.
See how it's silver?
Yeah.
It's silver. See how this got a silver line and a silver line?
Right.
See how there's no silver lines there?
Right.
Bam, that's where your head gasket blew.
Dig it. So if there is no silver line, you'll find out where the head gasket is blown. Oh, right here too.
Here, I'm gonna pull this up.
All right here.
No, it looks like that over here too. I'm thinking it's between right there. Alright, let's see if we can.
And this is called the what?
This is the gasket. This is what we're going to be replacing.
This is the gasket that you need to remove.
As you can see, there wasn't much of a gasket there.
Crack down on that end too.
Well, it's just brittle. So now, you need to take this to the auto parts place. I gotta clean all this up before we put it back on. Make sure there ain't no cracks. But this is what you need to take with you to get.
So, ladies and gentlemen, head gasket's been removed. 94 Chevy Silverado. I know y'all seen lots of videos. Most of them already pulled out, or it's not the model that you're looking for. This job was done by Corey Miller. If you have any comments, make sure you leave them below. Itsmontez.com. Thanks so much for tuning in. Ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to give you a little review along with this video. I put this coolant link repair. It's supposed to help seal on the gasket. And you can see here the orangey brown color right there. That's where it was trying to work at, but it didn't take all places. You can see where it didn't take. All in all, I'd say that the product was okay. I mean, like, it held. I don't have any cracked heads or anything like that. So, like, all in all, like, it was a good product. That's how it worked. Just trying to seal on this gasket here, and just didn't do. Maybe if I would have put another one in there, but you know, band-aids are band-aids, so eventually you just need to fix it, and so I did, and I am. Thanks to Corey. I didn't fix it, Corey's fixing it. But yeah, I wanted to show you all that. Ladies and gentlemen, itsmontez.com. Here is the head gasket. Just installed the new head gasket. We did get, where'd that liquid stuff go? Oh, we did get
Silicone?
yeah, silicone right there, but we're not gonna put a lot of it on there. We're just gonna put it on top, right down there. We got another gasket to put on there as well, but head gasket's been installed.